Hey everybody, thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a Christmas project for you and I wanted to showcase this die. I've been wanting to do it for quite some time now, and now I've gotten into the Christmas season. I thought I'll make a Christmas version. This is the Simply Made Crafts by Helen Griffin, and some of you may know her from her YouTube channel, and she has a lot of great ideas. So through craftstash.com, which by the way does have free shipping with a $70 order to the US. It just takes like a couple weeks, but not a big deal because they have some different selections than we do here. The Simply Made Craft, she has a whole line of these, and I have a lot of dies, and I'm going to be featuring them because I love them. They're like bread baskets and all sorts of things. So this is a pinwheel card, and she's made it super easy. You get all these dies. Now it is very pinwheel card die is what it's called, and the I wrote on there you get 8 dies. And this is the main pinwheel die. What's nice about this is it automatically scores everything for you. It's even got this stitching detail here, which we all like. So you just cut it and it's scored, all ready to go. It has a belly band with the stitching detail as well. And then it has all these little extras. So it's got 3 layering squares. Let me move them aside and I'll show you how they fit. So here's your main die. So there's a main square that can layer just inside there if you want. And then comes the next one. And they all leave just a little bit of a border there for you. And then this center one is stitched as well, so lots of stitching details. And then there is this belly band. So if you folded this all up and you wrap the belly band around there, you could layer with this. It's like a scallop, and then it has a regular circle and then another little circle in there as well. And you can also use those on the inside like I'm going to do today. So I'm going to feature, this is from the Snow and Cocoa from Crepe Paper. I think it's Crepe Paper. Pretty sure it's Crepe Paper. But Snow and Cocoa that you can get on acdigitals.com. So I'm using all digital paper. I think I've seen on the internet that the Snow and Cocoa actual paper packs to buy are a little bit difficult to get. But it's so cute. So we're going to go ahead and make that. I've already cut all the pieces out. Did print it double-sided, so I chose this snowflake one here. It's got this pretty sort of turquoisey color here with the snowflakes. It's like a baby blue, and then on the other side I did a nice white and black generic plaid. It's got the score lines. I cut it all out already, and I'm going to make this my outside and this my inside. I used not the largest square in the middle, but the next die down I used a black that's going to go in the middle. This paper is so cute. Look at these little guys. They're so adorable. So I used the next square down to do that. That's going to be our layering piece. So when someone opens it, this is what they're going to see. And I used the 2 circles to do a black, and I used a stamp from Stampin' Up's Merry Christmas to All. I used this Wishing You Peace and Love All Year Along. That's a nice stamp set to have right now. And we can put like little rhinestones on there and layer that up. And I'm going to have that right here, probably covering that house there, so that when they open it, they have their little message inside. And you can also, there's room to put a gift card in here. There's room to write a little note, piece of paper, and put that in there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and make that. It's very easy to make. What you want to do first is find your score lines and go ahead and fold back on those. So this is going to be my outside paper, so just decide. This really works best with double-sided. So if you're using digital paper, obviously you want to print it off and then run it back through and print it on the other side. Now I will say this die set that I had out earlier is larger than if you have your average Big Shot. So if you've got a Big Shot Plus or a Grand Caliber or Platinum, is it Platinum 6? I don't know because I don't have that. I have the Grand Caliber. Those, the larger ones that will accommodate an 8.5 inch pass through would be what you want to use for that. Alright, so I'm just going to fold all of them back and give them a little zhuzh here. And then they have the score line here to fold in. Okay. I just want my paper to know where we're going. I'll do some gluing here. What a fun card to get, right? You can just, and it tucks all together. You don't need to glue it closed, which is nice. The belly band will hold it, but you'll see what I mean. So I'm just going to go ahead and that around there. I think I'm going to put like a little, I'm gonna break into my Echo Park little mermaid glitter dots here. I'm going to use these to go with my, actually I'm going to use the pink. I'm going to use the pink ones. That's what happens when you have choices. And I'm just going to go ahead, you could do some stamping there as well, would be fun. That way it just looks like that empty space is not so empty. Use some art clear glue here. Okay. So it just leaves a little bit of a border around that. You can see that. It doesn't matter which way is which, right? That's what's nice about this. I mean, once we glue it down, it might matter. We can put our belly band on. So it's nice, I can see my lines now having scored these. I can see where to line this up a little bit better. I'll put that in the middle. That way when they go, woo! And you could go really fancy with this on the inside. I mean, so that's our middle. Now to fold this, the trick is, because there is a wrong way to do it, is you don't want to go like this, okay? You want always the corner of the one to the right to be covering this one. So see how I fold? So I always do it this way. I start with the right panel and I fold it in, and then I go like this, and then I turn it 90 degrees, and I go like this, and then I turn it again, and I go like this. And so that's what you're left with, and then you're going to have to, just like when you're closing a box without taping it, you kind of have to tuck that one end under. Let me do that again. So start on your right, close. So we're always closing this corner in. Close, close, and then this one is gently, you know, don't manhandle it, but gently we're going to tuck it under this piece here. Just like so, just like the box theory. And this paper is pretty sturdy. It can handle it. But obviously you might want to put your message and gift card and whatnot in there, or whatever you're doing. And then it's this nice little packet. You can see that? And it's holding all together there. Now our belly band is made to the die anyway. Of course you could cut your own if you wanted to just overlap it and whatever, but it's, I didn't cut that very well, did I? Be able to get it on and off, so don't make it so tight. Is, I'll turn it this way. My little birdies are, just kind of look at it. You can use your grid mat to help you if you do it. I'm an eyeball person, so and then just kind of crease that there. And crease that there, and you can see there's a gap here, okay, and I think that's where she designed those circles to come into play. And since I'm not using the circles, I am going to put something else on there, and we're going to just glue it to the sides, and then you'll be able to move your belly band on and off. Okay, so whatever you put, you need to be able to obviously glue it to either side, just on the sides, if that makes any sense. Her circles will do the trick for you if you use those. I'm going to use this little guy. I took the digital files and I made a separate sheet that has a bunch of these printed, the ephemera bits printed on there, so I did that on my Pick Monkey. And so I'm going to layer that, put this aside for a second, on my scrap black here, and I'm just going to line that up right in the middle and cut that out, and he's going to serve as my cute little centerpiece for my belly band. But like I said, you could just use her circles are designed to be the correct size there. So I'm going to just leave the tiniest little border, And then you could do your trimmer, or you could be crazy like me and do it with the scissors. And then just leave the tiniest little border. It's hard with the black. Like that. And so that way he kind of pops out from the rest of the page there. And then we just want to glue him to, I'm going to leave it on here because I want it to be the right. So I'm just going to put a little glue here. And then you can put him on there. Using the wet glue, you have a little wiggle room to make sure it's not too tight, because we want to be able to get our belly band off, obviously. So while it's still wet, I'm going to go ahead and try to slide that. Okay, that works for me, so I'm going to put that back on. Printed it on the same, I put him, the file, on top of that same paper I was using for that. I just happened to do that, I don't know. I was just making little ephemera bits for treat bags and things that I make, but go ahead and open him now that he's kind of dry. I think it's a great die. It's a good investment if you love to give cards. So once you get the belly band off, I'll be a little, once this is dry completely, you can do it a little rougher. And then the person just has to open it, and you can have your little message in there. You can write a little piece of paper in there. You could have left this white, all white, and write your message right on there. Tuck a gift card in, perfect size for those kinds of things. And if you're giving it to a crafter, you can put little die cuts inside as well. That would be fun. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully I did her die justice there. And I really enjoy making these. I love the Snow and Cocoa files. They are very, very cute. Thanks for joining me. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Have a great night.